anything. I would do too. Anyways, I tell this every single day that you know that you have a pretty big syllabus in terms of both science and maths. Taking the හරි කියන්නේ ලේසි නැහැ අපිට මේ හොඳට උගන්නන ගමන් හැම දෙයක්ම ඩිස්කස් කරන ගමන් හොඳට ඉගෙන ගන්න ගමන් හැමදේම ඉගෙන ගන්න like හැමදේම process වෙන්න time දෙන ගමන් syllabus එකත් වෙලාවට ඉවර කරන්නේ ඔක්කොම ගානට කරන්න ටිකක් අමාරු syllabus එකක් තියෙනවා. At school, of course, you meet like you go to school every 5 days of the week. However, it's not the same for classes, right? So that's the thing. Do we have any homework? I remember that api meva kara. We did volume also. I think we finished volume. We came to binomial expressions. Where are we doing now, Lame? Because last week we didn't have the class. I can't exactly remember where we stopped. And also, if any of you have requested recordings, unfortunately, you will not be getting recordings for another day or so. මං හිතන්නේ මිස් දිව්‍ය එක group එකේ දාලා තියෙනවානේ that there's an issue with recordings මොකද සති දෙකක විතර recordings පොඩ recover කරගන්න බැරි situation එකක් තියෙනවා. However, we are gradually recovering. මං හිතන්නේ ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ last week කොහොමද තිබුණ නැහැනේ. However, I think 23rd recording is there. එහෙම පොඩ recover කරගන්න ගමන් තියෙන්නේ. So I hope that the recordings are not lost and we have the recordings. ඕගලන්න ලොකු issue එකක් එන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද last week අපේ class එක තිබුණ නැති හින්දා. But අනිත් අයට තමයි issue එක ගොඩක් මෙන්නේ. Anyhow, I was just checking. Whiteboard note එක මම දාලා නැහැ නේද? Can somebody tell me what we did last week නෙවෙයි the week before the last? Quickly tell me. Did we finish binomial expressions? Metna, did we finish binomial expressions? Okay. A circular shaped portion of radius 0.07 meters was removed from a thin circular metal sheet of radius 0.75 meters. Show that the area of the remaining part is pi multiplied by 0.82 multiplied by... Okay. Hari. Show කියලා කියන්නේ අපි මේක එනවා කියලා පෙන්නන්න ඕනේ. Right? All right. Let's see. So we have a circular metal sheet. අපි මේක diagram එකක් විදිහට illustrate කරන්න try කරමු. We have a circular metal sheet. All right. This has a radius of 0.75 meters. Okay. ඒකෙන් පොඩි circular portion එකක් remove කරලා තියෙනවා. A circular portion from this has been removed and it has a radius of 0.75 meters. Okay. So, okay, that's not that difficult. We find the area of the larger square. We find the area of the smaller square and the quick again subtract, right? So let's quickly do it. Area of the larger circle. Okay, we know how to find area, pi r squared. So pi, look, we can get radius 0.75. So I will put as 0.75 multiplied by 0.75. Okay. So that is the area of the larger circle. Okay. මම simplify කරන්න කලින් මම smaller circle එකේ area එකක් හොයාගෙන ඉන්න. Area of the smaller circle. See what I'm doing here. Pi r squared එයාගේ radius එක 0.07 multiplied by 0.07. Okay. A kiyanne area of the remaining part would be, did y'all get this answer? Or did y'all do this homework? Kare the homework. 1 second. Okay, yes. Did y'all do the homework? Metna, Sahiru, Resinti? Give me a thumbs up if you did. Thumbs up එකක් දෙන්න මෙච්චර අමාරුයිද? Okay, Metna didn't do this question. Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. කරාද නැද්ද? Sahiru, did you do this question or not? Okay, Risindi? No. And has everybody marked this as homework? Did you all at least try this homework? But මේ ගිය සතියේ කලින් සතියේ recording එකට එවුවනේ නේද Risindi? එහෙනම් සමහරට ඒක දැන් 23rd නේ, so ඒක recover කරගන්න නෑ. ඒක මම හිතන්නේ maths class එක කරන recover කරගත්ත කියලා කිව්වා. I think that was done yesterday or day before yesterday. So එතකොට ඒක මිස් දිව්‍යගෙන් ඉල්ල ගන්න හෙට. Okay. ඒක ඉල්ල ගන්න මිස් දිව්‍යගෙන් හෙට. ඒක මම හිතන්නේ දැන් අප්ලෝඩ් කරලා තියෙනවා. හරි. Anyways, okay. So දැන් බලන්න මම එකක්වත් simplify කරේ නෑ. Okay. බලන්න area of the larger circle pi එක මම එහෙමම ලියනවා. මෙතන දැන් I wrote it as 0.75 multiplied by 0.75. I was stupid to write it like that. Instead of this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write pi r squared. Square එක මම මෙහෙම නිකන් දානවා. Pi r squared. Radius is 0.75. මෙයාගෙත් මම මෙහෙම දාන්න නැතුව I'm going to write the square like this. Okay? And now I know area of the remaining part would be, මම simplify කරන්න එකක්වත්. Right? Because as you can see, මෙතන pi එක හැමම තියෙනවා answer එකේ simplify කරන්න නැතුව. So then area of the remaining part would be area of the larger circle. Larger circle එකේ area එක pi multiplied by 0.75 squared. Area of the smaller circle is pi multiplied by 0.07 squared. Up to this point, is it clear, Lamai? Up to this point, is it clear? Risindi? Okay. Now, can you see in both these terms, pi is common. So, I shall take pi out. Pi වගත්තාම මට මෙතන ඉතුරු වෙනවා 0.75 squared. Minus මේකෙනුත් pi වගත්තාම මට ඉතුරු වෙනවා 0.07 squared. And what am I looking at? I'm looking at difference of two squares. Okay, I'm looking at difference of two squares. 0.75 squared minus 0.07 squared. දැන් මොකද කරන්නේ? මම pi එක එහෙමම තියලා you know how to simplify difference of two squares, right? Name brackets දෙකක් open කරා 0.75 squared ging one 0.75 I put into one bracket. The other 0.75 I put to the other bracket. From 0.07 squared, I put one 0.07 to one bracket, the other 0.07 to the other bracket. Ekak plus, ekak minus. Is that step clear, Lamai? Okay. Now what I have to do is pi wangi hemama liyanawa. 0.75 plus 0.07 would be 0.82. Multiplied by 0.75 minus 0.07 would be 0.68. And this is in fact the area of the remaining part. That's clear, no? Did you see how I got it? මෙතන අපි remaining part කියලා හොයන්නේ මොකද්ද? මෙන්න මේ part එක. දැන් දැන්ම ලියන්න එපා recorrections වලට I will give separate time. We are looking at this part here. Okay? Who's trying to join? Denurian Pasindu. So that is the area of the remaining part. Then let's move on to Roman number 2. Pi is equal to 3.142. Find the area of the remaining part using the table of logarithms, right? Mama area එක A කියලා දාන්න. So we know area is equal to pi multiplied by 0.82 multiplied by 0.68. So then I will convert everything to log. So log A equals, now we know pi is 3.142. So log 3.142. You know multiplication becomes addition. Log 0.82. Here also multiplication becomes addition plus log 0.68. Like that. Then ඉතින් ඔයගොල්ලන් තියෙන මට log values දෙක කියන්න. Quickly tell me 3.142 log value එක. You have log tables, so quickly check and tell me. I'm not going to be checking. But please make it fast. Okay, Mitna, I got one answer. Others? Sahiru? Risindi? Aren't you all doing? Okay, yes. Make it 3142. You read from the log table. Yes, yes, correct. 4972. Mama correct කියලා කියන්නේ I didn't read the log table. I was just checking the calculator. But you please don't use a calculator. Check from the log table and honestly tell me. Yeah? දැන් මෙතන default position එකේ තියෙනවා. So it's 0 point. Plus 0.82. Can you quickly tell me? 0.82. ඔයගොල්ලන් කැල්ලකින් බලලා කියන්න එපා. මොකද සමහර decimal points එහාට මෙහාට වෙනස් වෙනවා. Comparing the cal and the log table. I got one answer. I got another answer. Risindi, I want you to try as well. Because I'm pretty sure you have watched the previous. Then we see tungen de Karen anit recordings ballan තියෙන මං එව්වනේ. So now you can answer. So it is 9138. 9138. Default position එකේ න එකක් ඉස්සරහට ගිහලා, so it's 1 point. Plus 0.68. Quickly tell me. ඔගොල්ලෝ answer කියද්දි ළමයි 0 decimal එකක් කියන්න. එතකොටනේ හරි answer කෙන්නේ. Yes, Mitna, okay. Can you also tell me the characteristic. This is the mantis, no? Yeah. Pasindu, can you hear me? Connection issue. Okay. All right. Then let's add. දැන් අපි දන්නවා characteristics තියෙන ටික ඉස්සරහට ගන්නවා. So මෙයාගේ characteristic එකක් නැහැ, it's a 0. මෙයාගේ -1 bar 1 which is -1. So first of all I will separate the characteristics and mantissa. මෙයාගේ -1 එකක් තියෙනවා plus 0.9138. මෙයාගේ තියෙනවා -1 එකක් plus 0.8325. Okay. Now may -1 එක මම ඉස්සරහට ගන්නවා, may -1 එකත් ඉස්සරහට ගන්නවා. Plus I have 0.4972 plus 0.9138 plus 0.8325. So -1 means -2. That's මේ ටික add කරන්න තියෙන, right? So 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. 1 remaining. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 plus 2 is 13. 1 remaining. 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. 11 plus 3 is 14. 1 remaining. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 plus 9 is 14. 14 plus 8 is 22. So මෙතන -2 තියෙනවා plus, now here there is a characteristic which is +2 plus 0.2435. So plus minus කැපිලා යනවා, we have 0.2435. එහෙනම් A කියන්නේ antilog 0.2435. Can you all tell me? Antilog එක හොයලා කියන්න ළමයි ඉක්මනට. Others? I got one answer. Pasindu, Chenuli, can you all hear me? Chenuli, can you hear me? Okay. හරි. මේ කියන්නේ 1752. මෙතන 0 point කියලා කියන්නේ decimal එක default position එකේම තමයි තියෙන්නේ. We have to check the unit ළමයි, yeah? Meters වලින් තියෙන්නේ. එහෙනම් area එක කියන්නේ square meters. Is this clear to all of you? Okay, I will give you 3 minutes to do the recorrections. මොකද මේක ටිකක් lengthy. හින්දා සහ 3 දෙනාම දැන් Pasindu only joined a little while ago, but all the rest of the 3 you have not done it. So please copy it down. I hope you understood. Quickly write it. All right. Next homework. Yeah. මම එක තැන් බැලුවේ මොකද්ද මේ profile picture කියලා. I mean, you don't have to change it. You can, I mean, it's up to you. Joke on. Why? What is it, sir? Have you not finished it? Okay, right. Make an important question, so I will give you time to write. Make it fast. Also, passing the Miss Divya has tried to contact you a few times. Will you be able to, at least like you can give me a call? Will you be able to? call please let your parents know. I mean, I don't know whose number. Maybe it's your number. She might call you tomorrow. It's homework. 5.2, 9 and 10. Do we not have any homework from surface area, Lamai? Have we finished everything? No, Vasindu, no complaints. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. I will not tell anything bad about you. I mean, it's not me, Miss Divya will call, not me, but don't worry. Okay. 5.2, okay. 9 and 10. All right. Ninth तक वितरक आप discuss करूँ. Metna, can you remind me next week to discuss the 10th on 5.2 okay? 10th तक next week discuss करूँ. Can you remind me? Okay, how many cones of radius 7 centimeters and height 15 centimeters can be made by melting a solid metal cylinder of base radius? Okay. අපි හදන්නේ මොකක්ද? We have a solid metal cylinder. We have a metal cylinder of base radius 14 centimeters and height 30 centimeters. So we are going to melt this and make cones like this, where the radius is 7 centimeters. Height height is 15 centimeters. So, how many cones can we make here? First of all, let's find the volume of the cylinder, right? Volume of the cylinder. We know cylinder volume pi r squared h. Pi is 22/7. Now, pi I will show you why. Pi r is 14, so 14 squared. Can 14 times 14, height is 30. Keep pi as it is. I stop here. This is the volume of the cylinder. Then I'm going to find the volume of cone. Volume of a cone. The cone volume. Now tell me, what's the formula? What is the formula for finding the volume of a cone? Yes. 1/3 pi r squared h. Metana 1/3 තියනවා pi මම එහෙමම තියනවා. Here r is 7, 7 times 7. මම ඒකත් එහෙමම තියලා h is 15. You will see why I'm not simplifying this. මම ඉස්සරහට පෙන්නන්නම්. මේක ඕනේ නම් මෙතන දැන් මෙතන මේ 3 එක ඕන we can further simplify and 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 5 is 15. And I leave it like this. So if I'm melting the cylinder and I'm going to make a few cones, I want to see how many cones, right? එතකොට cylinder එකේ volume එකෙන් cone එකේ volume එක divide කරාම කොච්චර cones ගානක් එනවද කියලා නෝ නේද? So number of cones will be volume of the cylinder. We have to divide by volume of the cone. දැන් මොකක්ද cylinder එකේ volume එක? This one. Pi multiplied by 14 multiplied by 14 multiplied by 30. What is the volume of the cone? Pi multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 5. බලන්න ළමයි මෙතන ලස්සනට කැපෙනවා. That is why I didn't simplify earlier. මෙතන pi එකෙන් simplify කරා නම් it's going to be very annoying for us to do the simple like the final calculation. 14, 7, 30, 5 මේ ඔක්කොම කැපෙනවා. So කලින් simplify කරා නම් කරදරයක්. කලින් එහෙමම I mean it's going to take time to simplify නේ. But ඒක එහෙමම තියලා final තැන්දි simplify කරද්දි it's so much easier. බලන්න pi cancel වෙනවා. 7 times 1 7, 7 times 2 14. 7 times 1 7, 7 times 2 14. 5 times 1 5, 5 times 6 30. Then 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 6 is 24. So now we know we can make 24 cones by melting this particular cylinder. Did you all understand this? Okay, Chenuli, Pasindu, is it clear? All right, quickly copy it down. Any mistakes? 1 minute only. Mea podi podi eva. 1 minute වලට වඩා corrections තියෙනවා නම් ඒක mark කරලා red pen එකකින් star එකක් දාලා තියාගන්න. I will send the whiteboard note. When I send it, you can do the rest of the recorrections. But just 1 minute, quickly do the recorrections. ඒක 10th එක මට next week discuss කරන්න මතක් කරන්න because we'll try to move fast. Okay. Then 5.3 wala 6th question. ආගේ 10th එක මම මතක් කරන්න. 5.3 එකේ again 6th. Let's quickly do this. Find the radius of the metal ball that is made by using all the metal obtained by melting 8 metal balls, each of radius 7 centimeters. Okay, ek yanne we have, it's a sphere, right? It's a sphere. So we have a sphere as such where the radius is 7 centimeters. We have 8 of these. What we are going to do is we are going to melt this and we are going to make one big sphere. They are asking what would be the radius of this one big sphere. Sometimes when you're reading questions, if you don't like understand, especially volume questions, sometimes certain questions, it's not very easy to understand. Okay. So etakota, what we have to do is sometimes it's easier to just draw an illustration, right? Okay. So let's find the volume of this. Volume of the small metal ball. Okay, volume wala sphere ka equation එක 4/3 pi r cube. Right, 4/3 pi r cube. So 4/3 pi. What is the radius? What is the radius here? Pi we must simplify karana. I'm going to keep it. Again, for the same reason as what I did earlier, but you will see. Radius is 7, right? So 7 cube. 7 cube is 7 times 7 times 7. මෙතන ඕන නම් අපිට ඒක simplify කරත් කමක් නැහැ because yeah, we can simplify that. 7 cube එක විතරක් අපි simplify කරමු. So 7 cube, you know, 7 times 7 is 49. 49 times 7 is 49 times 7 is 7 times 9, 63. 7 times 4 is 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So we have 343. එතකොට දැන් මේ ටික melt කළා තමයි මම ලොකු එක නාම හදන්නේ. Right? Now let's write a formula for the volume of the big sphere. Volume of the big metal ball. Formula is the same, right? Formula is the same. 4/3 pi r cube. Then මෙතන තව චූටි දෙයක් තියෙනවා ළමයි. This is just the volume of one small metal ball. We are going to melt 8 such metal balls, right? එහෙනම් මේ volume එක වගේ මේක 8න් multiply කරාම you get the volume of the big metal ball. You take the volume of a small metal ball, you multiply it by 8, you get the volume of a big metal ball, right? So, volume of a small metal ball is 4/3. මෙතන අපි හොයාගත්තා නෙමෙයි. Pi multiplied by 343. Remember, you have to multiply this by 8. Equals, big එක කෙනා ගත්තොත් 4/3 pi අපි දන්නේ නැහැ, r උත් අපි දන්නේ නැහැ. Okay. Now what we are going to do is we can see the equation එකක දෙපැත්ත තියෙන කට අපිට cancel කරන්න පුළුවන්. We have 4/3 here, we have 4/3 here. We have pi here, we have pi here. දෙකම cancel වෙනවා. ඊට පස්සේ what do we have remaining? මෙතන 8 තියෙනවා. Here we have 343 equals r cube. Okay. මම පැති දෙක මාරු කරන්නම්. So r would be equal to 8 multiplied by 343 ගේ cubic root එක. This is actually not very difficult to find because you know 8 cubic root එකක් තියෙනවා. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. So 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. එහෙනම් 8 ගේ cubic root එක 2. 343 මෙතන simplify කරන්න නැතුව තිබ්බනම් අපිට තවත් ලේසි. 7 cube නේ. 7 cube is 343. So the cubic root of 343 is 7. Therefore, we get the radius as 14. Is it in centimeters? Yes. We get it as 14 centimeters. Is this clear, Lamai? Okay. Quickly do the recorrections. For this, I will give like 3 minutes. Make it fast. done lamai? I see that there are some exercises from the surface area lesson as well. ඒ ටික චුට්ටක් තියමු අපි next week discuss කරන්න. 6.1 LOP. ඒක අපි discuss කරමු අද. 6.1 LOP කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ? All right, okay. Second question, no? 6.1 second question LOP. Okay. Six point one. Can you hear me? Okay. So we are in the second question. Second question again, LOP. L is minus 5 minus y cube. Minus 5 minus y cube. Okay. Then we already learned how to do this. What do we do here? What is the correct step to doing this? Thank you, Annabella. මුලින්ම අපි ගන්නවා first term එකේ cube එක, right? So first term එක minus 5, the cube of minus 5. First you take, හරි අපි මෙහෙම ගමුකෝ. First term එකේ cube එක minus 5 ගේ cube එක. ඊළඟට 3 multiplied by නිකන් අපි මෙහෙම plus එකක් දාමු, but ඉස්සරහට sign එක change වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Multiplied by square of the first term multiplied by the second term. Okay. මේ දැනට මම මෙතන plus එකක් දානවා. It's okay. මොකද පස්සේ minus આવොත් මට ඉස්සරහට minus දාන්න පුළුවන්. For now I'll just put a plus. Then plus 3 multiplied by first term multiplied by square of the second term. Okay. Second term is minus 5, so square of the minus 5. Plus, then cube of the second term. Second term is minus y, age cube. Okay. So now let's simplify. 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 5 is 125. Minus times minus is plus. Plus times minus is minus. Ilagata 5 times 5 is 25. Minus times minus is plus. No problem. But මෙතන අපිට තියෙනවා minus y. මෙතන 3 multiplied by, here we have minus 5. Here y times y is y squared. Minus times minus is plus. එතකොට අවුලක් නැහැ. Then මෙතන minus y cube නේ. Y times y is y cube. Minus times minus is plus. Plus times minus is minus. දැක්කද ඉස්සරහට අගල minus වුණා. මෙතන දැන්ට මම මෙතන plus එක දැම්මට later charge එක අනුව now here it became minus. Now let's see here minus 125. Then make සමහර math steps you can omit later when you're familiar with it, when you get used to it, you can omit the middle steps. 3 times 25 is 75 times y 75y. So මෙයාගේ plus times plus is plus times minus is minus. දැක්කනේ ඉස්සරහ sign එකට අග්ගල minus වුණා. මෙතන 3 times 5 is 15 times y squared එහෙනම් මෙතන y squared එනවා. Plus times minus is minus times plus is minus. දැක්කද එයාගෙත් minus වුණා. And මෙතන we have minus y cube. This is the answer. Did you understand this, Samay? Okay. Then LOP ne මොකද තියෙන්නේ 3x plus 4y cubed, ne? Is that what it is? It's quite easy. 3x plus 4y cube. 3x plus 4y cube. Okay. Mulim api mokada krane, we take the square cube of the first term. First term is 3x. And we take the cube of the first term. Plus 3 multiplied by square of the first term multiplied by second term. දැන් ඔයා වැඩේ දන්න හින්දා ඕනනම් මේ step එක නැතුව කරන්න පුළුවන්, right? P එකේ මම මේ step එක නැතුව කරන්න. For now I will use that step. Then 3 multiplied by first term multiplied by square of the second term. Because this method is not supposed to have a lot of steps. Okay, this is a shortcut. Ne? Then we have second term ge cube එක. So first term එකේ cube එක ගත්තොත් එහෙම 3x ke cube එක. So 3 ge cube එකෙන් 3 times 3 9, 9 times 3 27. X ke cube එක x cube. Plus මෙතන ගත්තොත් එහෙම 3 ge square එක. 3 ge square එක. So 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 4 is 36. 36 times 3 is, you can multiply and get 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 1 is 3. 4, 5, 6. You got it right? Is it clear? Okay. One second, let me share the link of the board again. Wait, I'll share the link of the board. Can others see the whiteboard? I mean, a main chat. I put the link to the main chat. Yes, generally, shall we first discuss this? After that, let's ask someone. You only absent last week, not last week, 23rd. Okay. All right. Yeah. So anyways, 3 times 3 9. Why haven't I written it? 3 times 3 9. 9 times 4 36. 36 times 3. So 18 108. X squared. Here we have y. Plus 4 times 4 is 16. Right? 4 times 4 is 16. Method 3 times 3 is 9. Here 4 squared is 16. Method 3 times 3 is 9. So you can multiply 16 by 9. So 6 times 9 is 54. 9 times 1 is 9. 14, 144. So we get 144x y squared plus 4 cube එක 64 y cube. මෙහෙම තමයි ඒකේ answer කෙන්නේ. Right? So අපේ එක step එකක් දැන් මෙතන we used 3 steps, but here we only use 2 steps. Is this clear, ළමයි? All good? All right. Can somebody tell me how many pages we wrote on 23rd? How many pages did we write? 23rd, not last week, the week before last, when we had the class. Okay, Pasindu, can you hear me? අපි මේ P එක discuss කරන්න පටන් ගන්නම්. එතකන් somebody tell me how many pages we wrote on 23rd, please. හරි. P එකේ තියෙන්නේ 2a minus 5b cube. 2a minus 5b cube. So now we know already. We take the cube of the first term. First term is 2a. එයාගේ cube එක ගත්තා. Then 3 multiplied by square of the first term multiplied by the second term plus 3 multiplied by the first term multiplied by the square of the second term plus cube of the second term. Okay. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So 8a squared. Here we have 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 5 is 60. Method a squared, method b. A squared b. However, if you look at the charge, sorry, 8a cube, yes. 8a cube. Method charge here plus times plus, but plus times minus, we get minus here. Then method 5 times 5 is square and 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 2 is 50. 50 times 3 is 150. Here we have a, here we have b squared. Then charge here minus, but minus square. So minus times minus is plus. Plus times plus, plus times plus, plus. Then here 5b cubic. 5 times 5, 25. 25 times 5 is 125. B cubic, b cube. Minus times minus plus. Plus times minus minus. This is your answer. Is this clear, Lamai? Give me a thumbs up. Is this all the homework from binomial expressions? මට කවුරුත් කිව්වේ නෑනේ last week කොච්චර pages ගානක් ගියාද කියලා. මට කවුරෙක්ට ටක් ගාලා බලලා කියන්න. It's important. What kind of book? Chenuli, what kind of book do you have? Is it a CR book? Okay, it's a CR book. ගාන්ට මතක නැත්නම් at least පොඩ්ඩක් roughly හරි pages ගාන කියන්න මට 23rd අපි ලියපු. I think 23rd we just discussed the homework and we started binomial expressions. Homework නම් පස්සේ හරි ලියන්න පුළුවන්. Binomial expressions වල කොච්චර pages ගානක් ගියාද කියලා මට කියන්න CR book එකක. Only 2 pages. 2 sides, no? Generally, I leave small book now 5 pages, big book now ECR book now 2 pages. But homework නැතුව මෙයා. මොකද homework වලට මේ homework පස්සේ වෙන කොහොමද අපි දැන් homework jumble වෙලානේ තියෙන binomial expressions අස්සේ logarithms උත් කරනවා. That is why initially at the very beginning I suggested it would be better for you to have a separate question book where you can do the homework. නැත්නම් note එක අස්සෙම තනින් තන එක එක lessons තියෙනකොට චුට්ටක් confusing නේ. So it would be better if you can manage a separate book, a question book for homework. Anyhow, yes, leave 2 pages. All right. We'll just do one more question during the class and we will move on to algebraic fractions, right? We are going to finish algebraic fractions today. In the same exercise, 7th question, okay, you have done similar questions in grade 10. Therefore, I'm not going to teach you this. I want you to try this alone. Find the value of each of the following by writing each as a cube of a binomial expression. And I want you to try this one, B. Okay? Quickly try this. I won't set a timer, but I will give you a few minutes and I will start correcting, sorry. So quickly do this. If you have any questions, you can ask. Huh? I'm right here. Two sides generally. Okay, I got one answer. Others also let me know if you're done. I'll give you like 1 to 2 more minutes, nothing more. Okay, seems like most of you are done. So let's discuss. I have plenty of answers. Slightly different ones as well. All right, let's see. Then make a karadi. Make a karane kohomada. You don't find just 102 cube by writing each as a cube of a binomial expression. That's the instruction of the question. Make a nika 102 multiplied by 102 answer karagena ek I 102 wali multiply kale ehema neme ape gane. By writing each as a cube of a binomial expression. Ogana matakati grade 10 walat we did something similar to this. So 102 මට ලියන්න පුළුවන් 100 plus 2. Cube ne? So I write it as a cube. So 100 plus 2 cube. ඊට පස්සේ අපි ඉගෙන ගත්ත normal විදිහට මෙයාව simplify කරනවා. You take the cube of the first term. First term is 100. So you take the cube of 100. Plus 3 multiplied by square of the first term multiplied by the second term. Plus 3 multiplied by first term multiplied by square of the second term. Plus cube of the second term. So 100 වල cube එක කියලා කියන්නේ 1, 2, 3. That is 1 million. Plus 100 times 100 is 10,000. 10,000 times 3 is 30,000. 30,000 times 2 is 60,000. Okay. Then here 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 100 is 400. 400 times 2 is 1,200. Plus 2 cube 8. Now we have to add all of this. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 8, we get 8. 0 plus 0 plus 0, we get 0. 0 plus 0 plus 2. 0 plus 0 plus 1. 0 plus 6 is 6. 0 plus nothing, so 0 and 1. So we get 1,061,208. Is that clear? Okay. Put a topic, algebraic fractions. for the topic algebraic fractions. Now, before we try anything in the review exercise එක හදන්නේ, as you very well know, it's from what you know from the previous grade. That means grade 10, grade 9 or grade 10. But grade 10, well, we had a lesson algebraic fractions where we learned quite a lot about algebraic fractions, right? So I want you to try a few questions. We'll see how it goes. Review exercise okay. Let's try one by one. Can you try G? This is from the review exercise. Huh? Can you try G? Then make a try G real fast. The addition and subtraction we learned in grade 10. This in grade 11 we are going to learn about multiplication and division of fractions. Quickly write this. Find the answer. If you have questions, you can ask. Okay, am I done? Thumbs up if you have finished. Okay, good. Let's slowly start to discuss now. Now we know when we are any fraction, when we are adding or subtracting, it must have the two fractions must have common denominator, right? So if you look at this one, then බලන්න මෙතන තියෙනවා quadratic equation එකක්. මෙතන තියෙනවා difference of two squares. මේව ඔක්කොම අපිට factorize කරන්න පුළුවන්. So x squared minus x minus 2 කියන එක නාවා. අපි grade 10 වල ඉගෙනගෙන තියෙනවා x squared minus x minus 2. How do we factorize? Check if you have already done it. So minus 2 had 2 times 1. So that would be minus 2x plus 1x minus 2. Right? So එතකොට මේ දෙනාගේ common x, I take x out. I get x minus 2. Here 1 is common, I take it out. So I get x minus 2. Then මට එනවා x minus 2, x plus 1. That is how I factorize this quadratic expression. Okay. X minus 2, x plus 1. So here, may I factorize kala mama liyenawa x minus 2, x plus 1. Uda 2. May I have x squared minus 1, 1 can 1 squared ne. So here, this is difference of two squares. We open two brackets. X squared ගෙන් x එකක් මෙතනට දානවා x එකක් මෙතනට දානවා. One second. Then 1 squared ගෙන් එක 1 එකක් මෙතනට දානවා අනිත් 1 එක මෙතනට දානවා. මැද minus තියෙන්නේ but difference of two squares මෙහෙම ලියද්දි minus and plus. Then we write the common denominator. බලන්න මේ දෙන්නගෙම x plus 1 දෙන්නටම තියෙනවා. So no problem. Because if you remember, අපි common denominator එක විදියට ගන්න LCM එකනේ, least common multiple. I hope you remember. So x plus 1 දෙන්නටම තියෙනවා, no problem. Here we have x minus 2 also. And here we have x minus 1. These are all the elements that we have. Okay, now look at this. මෙයා ගත්තොත් එයාට x minus 2 තියෙනවා. X plus 1 තියෙනවා. But x minus 1 නෑ. Right? එහෙනම් we have to multiply this by x minus 1. Then the numerator also has to be multiplied by x minus 1. If you look at this one, x plus 1 තියෙනවා, x minus 1 තියෙනවා, but x minus 2 නෑ. Then I have to multiply this by x minus 2. Okay. So then here we have 2 times x is 2x, plus times plus is plus. 2 times 1 is 2, plus times minus is minus. Then මෙතන තියෙන minus නේ. So 1 times x is x. මෙතන 1 ඉස්සරහා minus එකක් තියෙනවනේ නේ. So minus times plus is minus. 1 times 2 is 2. Here there is minus. Minus times minus is plus. So denominator I write it as it is x plus 1, x minus 2, x minus 1. Then මෙතන numerator 2x minus x is 1x. Minus 2 plus 2 cancel vela, we just have 0, ne? That's just x. So this should be the answer. Did you all get this answer, lamai? නැති වුණත් කමක් නැහැ. ආවද නැද්ද කියලා just tell me what you actually got. Did you actually get this answer or did you not? Good. Then I want you to try let's try. Did you all understand this, lamai? මොකද නැත්තම් මේ lesson එක කරන්න බෑ if you don't remember grade 10 stuff. Did you understand? Anybody who didn't understand? All right, then let's jump to H. Okay, do H. Quickly do H. Okay, am I done? I think that's enough time, no? All right. So let's quickly do this. We have to factorize, right? We have to factorize this quadrant. Anita, I only got one thumbs up. Still doing? Okay. X squared minus 9x plus 20. X squared minus 9x plus 20. So 20 hadane ekeke vidya vi baranna one, right? So we know 4 times 5 is 20. So that would be ideal for this. Minus 4x minus 5x plus 20. X is common, then I get x minus 4, minus 5 is common, I get x minus 4. So we have x minus 4, x minus 5. A maker. It was a maker gatot x squared minus 11x plus 30. Evat api simplify kalemu. X squared 30 hadene 6 times 5. That suits here, no? 6x minus 5x plus 30. So we get x minus 6 and x minus 5. So we will write it here. May I get x minus 4, x minus 5. May I get x minus 6, x minus 5. Okay. Now we'll get the common denominator. X minus 4 තියනවා, x minus 5 තියනවා, and x minus 6 තියෙනවා. ඒ අරන්න වෙන මුකුත් නෑනේ. So if you look at this x minus 5, x minus 4, x minus 5, මෙයාගෙත් x minus 4, x minus 5 තියෙනවා, but x minus 6 නෑ. So I will multiply this by x minus 6. එහෙනම් මෙයාවත් x minus 6 ගේ multiply කරනවා. If you look at this, x minus 6, x minus 5 තියෙනවා, but x minus 4 නෑ. My mouse is a little bit stuck. I mean, my touchpad is a little bit stuck. I hope it's not too distracting. So I multiply this by x minus 4 and the numerator also by x minus 4. Then 1 times x is x, 1 times 6 is 6, plus times minus is minus. 1 times x is x. Then මෙයාගේ ඉස්සරහා තියෙන minus එකක්නේ. So minus times plus is minus. 1 times 4 is 4. මෙයාගේ minus, minus times minus is plus. So here we have plus x and minus x. ඒකනේ දෙනා කැපිලා යනවා. Minus 6 plus 4 is minus 2. And denominator එක හරිම දිගයි. We have x minus 4, x minus 5, and x minus 6. Did you all get this? Is this clear? Do you all have any questions? If you understood, give me a thumbs up. All right. Now on to today's lesson, put a subtopic, multiplication of algebraic fractions. You will see that this section is not very difficult. topic එක දාගත්තද? Okay, so in this part, we are going to cover the entire lesson using example questions, right? Example questions, ගොඩක් amount textbook එකේම තියෙන examples තමයි ගන්න, but we will discuss it on our own, okay? So let's say example number 1. මොන බාන දැන් අපි fractions දෙකක් multiply කරන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා. Okay? So example number 1 is 3/2a. This is one fraction multiplied by 2b/3. Make a good like cut and chop, right? So we can see method 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 1 is 3, 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 1 is 2. Then what do we have remaining? In the numerator, we have b. In the denominator, we have a. Did you understand example number 1? Give me a thumbs up. Then I will give you time separated to write. Just try to understand only. All right. Then let's move on to example number 2. X over y (4/5x). Okay, let's see. X times 1 is x, x times 1 is x. Is there anything that we can remove? No. Thumb could cut and chop karana bad, right? Then that is all that we can do. Numerator we have 4. Denominator we have y and 5. So 5 times y is 5y. Is example number 2 clear to all of you? Is example number 2 clear, Lamai? Okay. Then let's move on to example. Let's move on to example number 3. Then when you get like these algebraic expressions, the best thing to do is to factorize them. X plus 3 ke apne factorize karan dekhna, so we will just leave it like this. But x squared plus 3x. X squared plus 3x, look at this. X squared plus 3x. We can see here x is common. So I will take x out and I get x squared willing x gathama 1x is remaining. 3x willing x gathama we have 3 remaining. See, I factorized. When you are doing algebraic fractions, everything has to be factorized. Factors if you have algebraic expressions, there has to be factors. Then only you can like cut and chop and do all that, right? Now look what happens here. As usual, 2 over x plus 3. Multiplied by, now instead of x squared plus 3x, I write this. What? X plus 3. Then x plus 3 x plus 3 denominator we have 5. So let's see what happens. Here x plus 3 is there. Here x plus 3 is there. So they get cancelled. So what do we have remaining? In the numerator, we have 2 and x. So it's 2x. In the denominator, we have 5. Is this clear, Lamai? Others? Others? If you have questions, please do ask. Thawa example එකක් කරලා ඊට පස්සේ මම ලියන්න time දෙන්න. Okay. Example number 4. Now this is a little bit more complicated. Look at this. A squared minus 9 divided by 5a multiplied by 2a minus 4 divided by a squared plus a minus 6. Okay. First, now we can see that a squared minus 9 I can factorize. Ne? So a squared minus 9. We know 9 is a square, so that is 3 squared. When we factorize, this difference of 2 squares, so brackets දෙකක් open करा. A squared වලින් එක එකක් මේකට දැම්මා, එක එකක් මේකට දැම්මා. 3 squared වලින් එක 3 එකක් මේකට දැම්මා, අනිත් එක මේකට දැම්මා. So I have plus and minus. Okay. Then only ආව factorize කරා. මෙයාවත් factorize කරන්න පුළුවන්. 2a minus 4. Let's see. 2a minus 4. We can see in both 2 is common, so I take 2 out. 2a වලින් 2 ගත්තාම I have a remaining. 4 වලින් 2 ගත්තාම I have 2 remaining. Okay, that is also done. Then I can see that this also can be factorized, right? So a squared plus a minus 6. This would be plus 3a minus 2a minus 6. So we get a plus 3 and a minus 2. So factorizing part එක clear ද ළමයි? I have not done the question yet, but is the factorizing part clear to all of you? Okay. Now let's do this. A squared minus 9 කියන්නේ a plus 3, a minus 3, right? So instead of a squared minus 9, I write a plus 3 a minus 3 divided by 5a. Multiplied by 2a minus 4. We know what I write 2 times a minus 2. A squared plus a minus 6. We know what I write this. A plus 3, a minus 2. ළමයි addition subtraction වල තමයි we have common denominator. We know multiplication division වල generally even for normal fractions we never take the common denominator. We just cut and chop the factors, right? So here a minus 2. Now we will see what we can do. A plus 3 මෙතන තියෙනවා, මෙතනත් a plus 3 තියෙනවා, so we can cancel them. A minus 2 also we can cancel. There is nothing else that we can cancel. So we will write numerator ke we have 2 and here we have a minus 3. Denominator ke we only have 5a. And this is the simplified answer. Is this clear to you, ළමයි? Pasindu, Sahi, okay. Pasindu, is this clear? Okay. Now I will give you time to write, ළමයි. Make sure you write fast. Then we will do some questions alone. Lamai, while you write this, please give me like 2-3 minutes. I think Oganda techere vela ayine మీకు liyanne. So please give me 2 to 3 minutes. Done, Lamai? Have you finished? Okay, now I want you to try a question alone. අපි එක question එකක් try කරලා division එකට යමු because okay, what do you think? Is this difficult or is this easy? What do you think? දැන්ට කරපු ටිකත් එක්ක do you think that up to this point is it easy or difficult? Okay. Okay, a little bit easy. Others, what do you think? Because එක්කෙනෙකුට ලේසි එකක් තව කෙනෙකුට ලේසි වෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. That is how maths works. Because from the previous batches also මම හොඳටම ඉගෙන ගත්ත lesson එකක් තමයි maths වල තියෙන එක එක parts වලට එක එක respond කරන්න එක එක විදියට. For some students algebra is easy. Algebra කියන්නේ මේ දැන් අපි කරන එක. Algebraic fractions, binomial expressions, they're all algebra. සමහර අයට geometry ලේසි. සමහර අයට number maths ලේසි. Arithmetics ලේසි. එහෙම එක එක පැතිවල තමයි එක එක අයගේ preference එක තියෙන්නේ and how they find it easy or difficult. So එක්කෙනෙකුට ලේසි කියලා හැමෝටම ලේසි වෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. I'm just asking generally, what do you think? Okay. රිසින්දගේ පසඳුගේ feedback එක ආවා. What do others think? Metna, okay. Okay, generally. Sahiru, okay. Okay. Right. Let's do one question and then move to division. Can you do H? So exercise 7.1 H. This is H, exercise 7.1. Quickly do this, Naman. If you have any questions, I'm right here. I wasn't here earlier for a few minutes, but now I'm here. If you have any questions, ask, but please try this. done lamai? Still okay. Sahiru, Risindi, Pasindu, Pasindu done, okay. Okay, seems like we can discuss, no? M squared minus 4, of course, we can factorize because this is difference of two squares, right? So M squared minus 4, 4 apitiliana 2 squared vidyata. So that would be M plus 2, M minus 2. Then M squared plus 2M plus 1. M squared plus 2M plus 1 we can write as M plus 1, M plus 1. In other words, M plus 1 squared, right? Okay, now we will apply these to the question and we'll simplify. M squared minus 4, now we know that is M plus 2, M minus 2. Divided by, in the denominator, we have M plus 1. Kamathi nam bracket එකක් දාන්න පුළුවන්. තිබ්බත් එකයි නැතත් එකයි. They have not put. But දැම්මත් කමක් නැහැ. මම එහෙම bracket එකක් දැම්මේ ඒතර ලස්සනට කපනකොට it's more nicer. Then here M plus 1 multiplied by M plus 1. In other words, M plus 1 squared. But I will just write as M plus 1 multiplied by M plus 1. Divided by M plus 2, which they have given. So let's cut and chop. M plus 2 cancel වෙනවා. M plus 1 cancel වෙනවා. What do we have remaining? M minus 2, M plus 1. M minus 2, M plus 1. Make ඕගන්ට පුළුවන්. Further simplify color, you can write as M squared minus 2M plus 1M minus 2. I mean, just simplify the binomial expression. So we get M squared minus 1M minus 2. Is this clear, Lamai? May step may step because that is the most simplified answer. Is that clear? Okay, great. Put a subtopic division of an algebraic fraction. Division of algebraic fractions. This one also we are going to do using examples. අපි දන්නවනේ fractions divide කරද්දී කොහොමද වෙන්නේ කියලානේ. Division sign එකට පස්සේ fraction එකක් ආවොත් division sign එක multiplication කරලා fraction එක reciprocal කරනවා, right? I hope you remember. We will do a few examples. Example 1. Now look at this very carefully. This is something that you already know, but pay attention. 3 over x divided by 4y over x. Then fractions දෙකක් divide කරන්න වුණාම අපි මොකද්ද කරන්නේ? The first fraction I leave it as it is, 3 over x. Division sign I change to multiplication sign. And the next fraction I'm gonna turn it to reciprocal. Reciprocal කියන්නේ numerator denominator මාරු කරනවා, right? So x comes to the top, 4y comes to the bottom. මේක තමයි reciprocal කියලා කියන්නේ. ඕනිම fraction එකක numerator denominator exchange කරාම we call it reciprocal. So x and x cancel වෙනවා. What we have remaining is in the numerator we have 3 In the denominator, we have 4y. So 3 over 4y is the answer. Is that clear? Is that clear, Lamai? Lamai, can you wait until 9:40, please? 9:35 වගේ 9:35 40 වගේ මේක ඇත්තටම ගොඩාක් ලොකුවට අපිට ඩිස්කස් කරන්න ලොකුවට ඇත්තටම this is not very difficult, right? Yeah. Next one. Example number 2. 3x divided by x squared plus 2x. Division 5x over x squared minus 4. මෙතන ඔක්කොටම කලින් දැන් අපි බලන්න ඕනේ we know when we have division of fractions we have to convert it to reciprocal first. So first fraction I leave it as it is. 3x over x squared plus 2x, I leave it as it is. Division becomes multiplication. The next fraction I convert it to reciprocal. Okay, Sahiru. All right. But make sure that you follow the whiteboard note. I'll send it in the group. Okay. X squared minus 4. How could you have another class now? When is it over? Can I ask? Okay. Good luck. Of course, you can leave. Follow the whiteboard note. I'll send it in the group. But can I ask if you said there was a confusion away? There was something with your current phone number that is in the group. Is that solved now? All right. Okay. All right. Okay then. Now we will simplify this 3x divided by x squared plus 2x. Now let's do the factorizing part, right? X squared plus 2x. X squared plus 2x. Here x is common, so I will take it out. X squared වලින් x ගත්තම I have 1x remaining. 2x වලින් x ගත්තම I have 2 remaining. Then this also I can factorize now. That's quite easy. X squared minus 4, 4 කියන්නේ 2 squared. So that is difference of squares. X plus 2, x minus 2. Okay. Now අපි මේක දාමු මෙතනට x plus 2. Here x squared minus 4 means x plus 2, x minus 2. And denominator 5x. So let's cut and chop. X plus 2 cancel වෙනවා. මේ x එක cancel වෙනවා. Nothing else, ne? So in the numerator, we have here 3 remaining. Here we have x minus 2 remaining. In the denominator, we have 5x remaining. So this is the final answer. Is that clear, Lamai? Can you write these 2 examples? Maybe the tama comment. Quickly write these 2 examples. Let me know when you're done, Lama, yeah? You can just give a thumbs up. Done, Lama? Others? Others? Chenuli, Metna? Chenuli said you're done, no? Metna, okay. Okay, Lamai. So can you all mark the homework? We're done with the lesson. Now, this is all for the lesson. Rest of it we will cover with homework. You can factorize karane ko okay na. ඊට පස්සේ තියෙන්නේ just cutting and chopping, right? It's not that difficult. In exercise 7.1, somebody please Mitna, can you remind me to discuss the homework that we were not able to discuss today next week? අපි චුට්ට චුට්ට කඩ කඩ කරමු. එතකොට algebraic fractions definitely all the homework we'll discuss next week. Our surface area එක අපි චුට්ටක් තියලා I think in binomial expressions also we might have a few questions. Just mark whatever the questions that we didn't discuss and let me know next week. Then we can pick what to discuss. So in exercise 7.1, make homework next week අපි අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම discuss කරනවා. So please do this homework. In exercise 7.1, do I and J. In exercise 7.2, do GHIJ. Whiteboard note එක මම දාන්නේ, I will send it now. GHIJ. As soon as the class is over, I'll send the whiteboard note. I and J. Okay, so these are the only homework for today. Look at it. Make sure that you do and come next week. And as I said, we will have an early morning class, 7:30. 7:30 7 is too early, no? What do you think? If 7 is okay, we can do at 7, then we can finish at 9:30. Next week, because next week is Paranavurudha. එතකොට පාරණවුරුදු දවසේ අපිට මේ වගේ ටයිම් එකකට ක්ලාස් එක කරන එක එච්චර හොඳ දෙයක් නෙවෙයිනේ. මොකද 14 වෙනිදා අවුරුද්ද මේ වෙන හින්දා කොහමත් අවුරුදු වැකේෂන් උත් තියෙනවා and all that. So yeah, I can't not have the class. කොහමත් කරන්න හිතන් හිටපෙක, and last week because of not being able, I mean it's totally on me, I'm sorry for that.